Hi everyone, my name is Stefania. Today we practice a movement class. When you're ready to start, please come to sit, crossing your legs and feeling the contact between the seat bones and the floor beneath. Try to keep your spine nice and straight. And then with your hands relaxed on your knees, we begin with the hips circles, allowing your torso to respond to this movement. The shoulders are relaxed. Soft gaze on the floor in front of you. Reverse the direction of your circles. Notice if you are creating unnecessary tension in your face. And try to keep the contact between the seat bones and the ground beneath. Then slowing down and coming back to center, hands behind you on the floor. Unlock your legs, then bend the knees and release them toward your right side. Bring it back to center and then releasing down on the other side. Continuing in this way, you might need to bend the elbows to lie down a bit, create a bit of space on your hips area. Or maybe you don't need your hands behind you, you can just use them in front of you. Bring this hip mobility movement into a rotation of your spine. Anytime you are on one side, allow yourself to twist, maybe using your hands on the floor. Maybe linking your movement with your own breath, exhaling as you go into the rotation. Coming back to center and coming on your four, hands and knees and feet down on the floor. Do some spinal movement. Maybe you can start with something easy like cat-cow. Again, maybe linking the movement with your own breath, inhaling, arching the spine, the chest move forward, the gaze is straight or up. And exhaling, rounding the spine, gaze toward the belly button. Or perhaps you can use the whole spine mobility, doing more movements, more like in spirals or waves. Maybe shifting a bit of body weight forward to your wrist, using also the mobility in the scapula, the shoulders. And same from your hips, maybe you can move your hips as well. The cervical spine can also move, maybe looking behind you, up and down. Notice if you have the tendency to go fast, and see if you can slow down the movement. Then coming back to your four, checking the toes and extending the legs into the down dog. Keep your elbows and the knees unlocked so that you can wave yourself into this position. We're still waving into the dog, we don't move all the way forward. So it's a small wave. Your legs are still bent. And again, from waves you can go into spirals if you want. Gently twisting side to side, bending the knees. Now returning into waves and doing bigger waves all the way forward to a cobra or up dog, and then moving all the way back into the dog. Continuing this way for a couple of times. And then releasing the knees down on the floor, releasing your belly, the chest and the forehead down. Allow your hands to interlace, making a fist on your back. Shoulder blades coming closer together, the shoulders lift up. Place your feet down on the floor, the pubic bone is down on the floor. Maybe lifting up your chest and the head, looking down on the floor. You can separate your hands now, palms facing the ceiling. Maybe lifting the feet up and exhaling, releasing down. Shoulders coming down on the floor. Inhaling, pick it up, pubic bone pressing down on the floor. Exhaling, releasing down. One more time, inhaling, pressing up. Exhaling down. Cross your arms together. Allow a bit of swing in your hips. And then place your hands under your shoulders. Feet pressing down on the floor, the knees lift up. Pubic bone pressing down on the floor. Inhaling, lifting yourself up into a cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhaling, releasing down. We continue in this way, moving with the breath. You can open your arms slightly further apart, maybe coming on your fingertips. And release your arms on the floor. Allow a bit of swinging in the hips. Coming on your forearms down on the floor, bending the right knee and reaching behind you. Spiraling in here, reaching as far as you can. Coming down on the floor. Going on the other side, careful if you have obstacles or objects in the room. Let's continue in this way a couple of times more. And releasing down. Hands under your shoulders, pressing up, tuck your toes, coming to bear squat. Maybe coming on your fingertips. Knees opening toward the sides, squatting down. And then place your palms down on the floor, extending the legs into a down dog. Maybe walking a few steps forward, cross lateral, and then few steps backward. You can lower the knees a bit. Lower down. If you move a lot your hips, you're using a bit of mobility in the hips and twisting in your spine. If you want to engage a bit more your core, then try to keep your knees lower down and moving in a linear way. Then pressing up into the dog. Right leg reaching up to the ceiling, bending the right knee and opening with the right hip for a scorpion position. Coming back with the right knee to the center. Moving forward with your body weight, maybe extending the right leg toward the left. And back up into scorpion, stay or maybe go into wild thing, releasing the right foot down on the floor. And back. Releasing both knees down on the floor. Coming into a child position. Opening and closing your hands. Giving a break to your wrist. Coming back to a tabletop position, tucking the toes back to the dog. Left leg reaching up, bending the left knee, opening with the left hip, scorpion. Coming back to center, left knee to your forehead, and then maybe extending the left leg to the right. And releasing all the way down and back to scorpion. Stay or go into wild thing. Releasing down to the center, knees down. Child pose, hands resting next to your feet. Aware of your own breath. Mindfully breathing in and breathing out. Slowly we reach up with the head and the chest, tucking the toes, going into a camel pose variation, one arm back and the other. And coming back into child pose. Let's continue with our breath in and moving up into the camel pose, one arm and the other one. And back. Couple of times more. Take a couple of breaths into child pose. Then place your hands on the floor, pressing up. Stepping your right foot in between your hands. Coming up with your torso into a lounge situation. Explore a bit of movement in here. Maybe reaching forward with one hand at a time. You can also reach to the side, twisting. You can reach forward and to the side as well. And try with a different angle, moving the right foot toward the right. And see what it changes in here. Extending and bending the knees. Maybe reaching up as well, elongating the side of your torso. And then releasing down, stepping the left foot forward, coming into a nice squat. And then releasing the right knee down, moving into the lunge on the other side, and again swinging and reaching. finding new direction, new pattern. And moving the left foot to the left, and again see what it changes. And coming all the way to sit. With your legs extended. Now keeping your elbows bent, your palms are closed. We start bending the left knee and curling toward the left side. Rolling on our back. Both knees bent. We curl toward the other side. And we lift up, extending the left leg first and then extending the right one as well. We continue in this way, changing the side. Allowing softness and a bit of kindness as you move into this rolling pattern. Using your muscles to allow a soft descendant as you move down. And then repeat it, but try to use the hand down on the floor, coming on your fingertips, palms, elbow, shoulders. And moving up on the other side, shoulder, elbow, palm, fingertips, moving up. Enjoying this, feeling all those body parts in contact with the floor. And maybe you need to slow down a bit. Next time you're sitting, keep your legs extended. Bend the knees toward the sides. Allow the head to be heavy. Gaze toward your belly button. Just undulating your neck, right and left. And then slowly coming up, curling toward one side and coming all the way down, lying down on your back. Extend the legs toward the ceiling. Start shaking your legs vigorously in here. You can also lift up the hands to the ceiling and shake your wrist as well. Feel free to exhale through the mouth. To slow down the movement, coming back to your regular breath. From this position, release the hands down on the floor, shoulders coming closer to the floor, shoulder blades coming closer together. Keep your chin toward your chest. And then lifting the buttocks up any amount, engaging your buttocks and your core. Continuing in this way, maybe touching behind your head, over your head with your feet, and then releasing down one vertebra at a time. Repeating this movement, bending the knees. Releasing down. Releasing the knees toward one side, back to center, and down on the other side. Swinging right and left. Your arms over the head, maybe extending the upper leg, coming back to the center and swinging the other leg on the other side. Try to keep your spine down on the floor when you are supine, chin toward your chest. And then come back to the center, give yourself a nice hug in here. For a moment of gratitude toward your body and all the things that it can do for you. And then release your feet down on the floor, opening the knees to the sides, and then releasing your legs. Release the whole body down on the floor, maybe closing your eyes. Maybe setting an intention for the rest of your day or your evening. To be kind toward yourself. Noticing the way you treat your body. The way you feed your body. The way you speak to your body. Reminding yourself that your body is the only place that you have to live in.
I live my life in growing orbits which move out over the things of the world. Perhaps I can never achieve the last, but that will be my attempt. I am circling around God, around the ancient tower, and I have been circling for 1,000 years. And I still don't know if I am a falcon, or a storm, or a great song.
Slowly and mindfully curl toward your favorite side. Pressing up, coming back to sit. As you inhale next time, arms reaching up. Exhaling, releasing down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Last one, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Thank you for having joined me today. Namaste. I wish you well. See you the next time. Ciao.